welcome you to the Women's Snowboard Big Air Final here at beautiful Buttermilk Mountain. What's up, everybody? Brandon Graham alongside my Big Air co-pilot Craig McMorris. And Craig, injury bug hit the field. We got a trimmed down roster, but we anticipate a full bevy of tricks.
The field is leaner, but no less meaner. And I know meaner probably isn't a good English word, but I used it anyways, Brando.
Well, we've come to expect that with you, Craig. There we see Anna Gasser, a heavy favorite coming into this event. 2017 was a massive year for her. She won everything except X Games. Does she get her first X Games gold here today?
Well, how can't you choose her for your favorite with tricks like this, that cab double underflip, warming up with that in practice? She can also add another 180 onto that. Been known to throw the cab 10 double. That's the trick that Haley Langland got the gold with last year.
So we've got only 5 out here. It's usually a field of 8, but due to the injury bug and some illnesses, 3 have dropped, including our defending gold medalist, a history maker, young Hales, Haley Langland.
That's not who's here. Let's talk about who is here. I like Leila Iwabuchi right off the top. She's only 16 years old, 4'11", 97 pounds. This jump is twice as big for her than everybody else in the field because she's only half the size, Brando.
So you saw a look at that heavy hitters of the roster. Here's a look at the format. So we've only got 5 riders. Our 25 jam session, 25 minutes becomes 20, but a big new rule change in 2018, Craig.
I like this rule change. In the past, it was 2 scores combined. You could spin any which way for either one of those scores. Now, you're forced to spin once to the left and once to the right. Those 2 best scores will be added together, total of 100.
Well, let's make some magic, shall we? We drop our first rider, the youngest in our field, that 16-year-old out of Japan you were just talking about, Leila Iwabuchi. Now, she competed in slopestyle yesterday, and the stage did not seem too big for her. We expect something massive out of her in her big air debut.
Regular footed rider going front side 720.
Come on.
Puts it down. That's how you set the tone. That's not her biggest trick, Brando, but that's one she can get on the board with.
Little Leila has arrived. Take one more look.
That front side 720. Good. Took off, clean, got the grab for a second. I want to see her hold that grab throughout the entirety of the rotation. Other than that, that's just a great frontside 720. I liked her smile and wave at the bottom, though. She's having fun.
A 25 for her first run. We count the 2 best scores, but one's got to come off the right and one's got to come off the left. Oh, so important to start stacking those tricks early, so it's good for her and at least a confidence boost to land her first run. Correct. Here is Celia Norendal. She's got a gold medal in big air. She earned it in Norway last year.
She's got a cab 900. She brought that to slope style when she won gold a couple of years ago. We'll see if she's going to drop that on this big air jump. So she is dropping in switch. When I say switch, that's her opposite way of riding. She's got her right foot forward here. And there's that cab 9 I was talking about. Just a little bit under-rotated. She needed a little more English off the top, if you will.
By the way, all Celia knows is gold.
It's true.
She's got 4 medals in her X Games career, all of them the color gold.
Safe to say that's her favorite color.
Here's Christy Pryor making her 5th X Games appearance. She's got 2 medals, a silver and a bronze. The gold has eluded her.
Now, Christy Pryor, we were talking about the injury bug at the top of the show. She's had to battle the injury bug as well, coming off ankle injury and knee injury. But we saw her in slopestyle. Now we see her in big air, putting down a backside 180 there. Not a very technical trick, if you will. That won't beat Leila's frontside 720. But, you know, she's getting on the board. She's getting her feet under it. 20-minute jam format. She's got time.
14 X Games medals, all of them slope style. She won the gold yesterday, getting it back for the first time since 2013. Jamie Anderson in search of her first big air medal.
Frontside 1080! Oh. Wow!
That's what we've been wanting to see from Jamie.
Keep your head up because she will light you up. Jamie Anderson, frontside 1080. Now the 1080, 3 full rotations on the women's side. This is an absolute hammer. And Jamie Anderson, she's in a construction right now. Frontside 1080, can't do it much better than that. She lands a little bit backseat heavy, puts her hand down, but to set the tone with a frontside 1080, wow, that's gonna be tough to beat. But, Brando, but the woman about to drop next, she can do a cab 1080.
Jamie's score coming in at a 33 on the left, putting her into first place, setting the tone. But here's the young lady of the hour, Anna Gasser, coming in oh so hot. An insane 2017, won everything there was to win except X Games.
Dropping in switch stance here, unnatural way of riding. Looking for some cab 10 double. Oh! Wow. We were watching her practice, Brando, and she was just doing that cab double underflip.
Right.
With that cab 10 double cork, it's such a different rotation. You have to commit to the spin much more than the flip. That is such a great angle, and she puts it down almost perfect, but see where she lands? Right at the top. We call that the knuckle, and when you're landing on the knuckle and not in the proper landing, that's so much impact you simply can't ride away. So look for Gasser to put that cab 10 double down and rival Anderson's frontside 1080.
Well, the entire field already has one attempt in as we reach the 16-minute mark. Here's Layla with her second attempt.
Layla, that nice frontside 720, setting the tone there. Going backside 720, the 16-year-old, she's smart. She's very clever. She knows there's only 5 women in the field. Let me put down 2 good jumps, one to the left, one to the right. Now I've got a solid score. This is my base, let's work up.
What strategy? Because we see it time and time again. Sometimes an athlete is working on a trick and they may get 3 runs in without having to land it, and then they're forced to scramble. Young Layla is just putting down 2 solid scores. Now she knows she can build from them.
She doesn't scramble. If she was a quarterback in football, she'd be a pocket passer. Hey, compose, stays in there, you know, throws darts.
That's correct. A classic TB12.
Absolutely.
So here's Celia Norendal. She's sitting in 4th, just outside of the podium position. Did not land her first run.
Attempted a cab 900. So she takes off switch, lands regular 2.5 rotations in there. Let's see if she goes for it again. I'm going to say she is. 1, 2.5. Gets it much better. Coming up a little short though, Brando. We saw Anna Gasser hit the knuckle. Celia Norendal, I call that like kind of a pseudo knuckle where her back foot lands on the top. Doesn't really quite get the grab.
Yeah, the grab wasn't there. Tries to come back. Yeah, that was interesting.
Double grabbed it there.
We'll see. The judges, again, we had men's big air last night. They really want to see these tricks go down, but they want them to be technically sound. A 28, so a respectable score there on the right, and that bumps her up into that bronze medal position. And the clock moves on as we inch closer to the 14-minute mark. Here now, Christy Pryor.
Christy Pryor taking it very, very mellow. Backside 180 and that method backside 180 there.
That was fun to watch.
That was fun to watch. That was nice. Not the most technical, not the Anna Gasser cab 10 double cork, but Christy Pryor, she's having a lot of fun out of New Zealand. Now I got to talk about this, Brando. Judging criteria.
Right.
We're talking about these very difficult tricks, you know, the cab double underflip, the cab 10, Jamie Anderson's frontside 1080. The judges want to see you do groundbreaking tricks, but they want to see you execute them perfectly.
Jamie Anderson, fresh off a gold medal performance yesterday in slopestyle. It tied Kelly Clark for the most medals ever by a female in X Games history. Can she take the lead outright here today?
Yes, she can!
Okay!
Cab double 9, Jamie Anderson's mother, she likes it, and we like it in the booth, Brando.
Hello!
That stat you dropped, 14 X Games medals. If she medals here, 15. Well, if I was a betting man, I'd have my money on Jamie Anderson getting that right now.
Don't let her get in her zone. And she just got in her zone.
She's in her zone, right in the middle of her zone, actually. That cab 9 double. We see cab double underflips where the rider takes off switch, almost 2 backflips and then lands regular. But Jamie Anderson's is much more rotationally than that cab double underflip. And Jamie Anderson, boom, huge score.
28 on the right, giving her a commanding 61 into first place, a familiar spot for Jamie, but again, in search of her first ever big air medal. So here's Anna Gasser, still looking to land a run, sitting in 5th.
Attempted that cab 1080 double cork, looks like she's going for it again. Boom!
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, does anybody else have shivers? Because I do. That was crazy. Anna Gasser stomping the cab 10 double cork. That, folks, is the trick Haley Langland won this event with last year. Anna Gasser putting it down.
Come on down, we're worried about you. Whoa, the heaviest of the heavy on her second run. A 47, wow, Craig. Now again, she just needs to land something on the left respectable and she'll jump up to the top spot. Want to remind you guys, tonight at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on ESPN, our X Games coverage continues from Aspen with the women's snowboard superpipe and men's ski big air finals. All of our X Games coverage also streaming live on the ESPN app. We'll be there for pipe. I'm excited about that one.
A lot of big names in that one, the Chloe Kim Kelly Clark show. It's all going down.
Jamie Anderson takes the lead, but it's Anna Gasser coming correct. More from Buttermilk after this.
I'm Jamie Anderson. I'm 27 years old and I'm from South Lake Tahoe, California. Step Brothers or Pineapple Express? Definitely Step Brothers. They're hilarious.
Hi, I'm Anna Gasser. I'm 26 years old and I'm from a little town called Millstadt in Austria. My favorite snap filter is the dog. I'm a cappuccino with sugar.
My name's Christy Pryor. I'm from Wanaka, New Zealand, and I'm 29 years old. Cappuccino or latte? I'm gonna have to go with neither. I'm a bit of a tea drinker. Must be my English heritage.
Welcome back to a beautiful day 3 here at X Games Aspen 2018. Want to remind you guys, tomorrow our X Games coverage from Aspen continues on ESPN2 at 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll have the women's ski big air and the men's ski slopestyle finals. Then at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific on ESPN, it's the men's snowboard superpipe and snowbike best trick finals. All of our X Games coverage also streaming live on the ESPN app. We're right in the middle of our women's snowboard big air final, but let's head down to the third member of our team, Corbin Harris, who's with our defending gold medalist, Haley Langland.
That's it. I am here with the defending gold medalist from last year. What is it like to be at the forefront of the progression with these girls?
Honestly, no words. It's pretty insane to see this generation of girls just chucking and having no fear and, you know, putting down tricks that the guys are putting down.
And then I also saw you getting a piggyback over here by your manager. What's going on with your injury right now?
Yeah, I bruised my heels yesterday in practice for slope finals, and I wasn't able to compete. My heels are a little bruised, and my ankle's a bit sore, so I'm just trying to stay off my feet for as much as I can for the Olympics.
We can't wait to see you back out there, but who's your pick right now? I know it's so tough for you because you're friends with all these girls.
If I were to be honest right now, it's going to be a really close call, honestly. Anna, obviously super insane rider. Jamie, crazy front end. And little Layla coming out and just kind of showing the girls what's up.
All right, we can't wait to see you back out there, Haley. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Corbin. Those bruised heels, speaking from experience, not fun at all. But let's take a look back last year, Brando, at how Haley Langland got that gold medal.
Yeah, Haley came in with so much promise and did a trick we had never seen before on the women's side.
Cab 1080 double cork. Like a boss. That was on ESPN Top 10 for a very, very long time.
Absolutely. We certainly miss her. Hope that she heals up. We know she's competing in the Olympics in just a few weeks, certainly representing Team USA. But again, Corbin asked the terrific question, what's it like to be part of this group? She is really the face of this progressive riding. Here is Layla Iwabuchi, our X Games rookie, just 16 years old. Craig!
Can we get an APB on Layla's sanity? Because it's missing.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
Holy kittens, folks. Now we got a ball game. There's 3 in contention here. Layla Iwabuchi of Japan, 16 years old, 97 pounds, spinning 3 times, flipping twice. You can't do a back 10 double better than that.
Did you just feel the floor? I think it caused just a small quake here in the booth.
Oh, that was on the Richter scale, I think. Probably
A 44 for the 16-year-old, giving her a 69, putting her into first place. Are you kidding me?
Come on now. That was a boss move from
Layla, you are an X Games rookie.
What are you doing out here?
Why are you making so much noise, girl? Wow. What a run. Truth be told, let's pull the curtain open. We were sitting down, Craig. We're standing up now.
That's honest.
Here's Celia Norendal. She's right outside of the podium, sitting in 4th place. She's got a 28 total. That's on her right. She needs something on the left.
Dropping in switch stance again here. And doing a trick she's already landed, but cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Smart move. That cab 9 is probably one of her biggest tricks, so she needs that big trick score.
And again, we're getting closer to that 10-minute halfway mark here. Now's the time where you clean up the tricks you know you have.
I like the way she does that double grab in there. Didn't see it in full speed, but when they slowed it down, kind of grabbing switch stale and then switching to that front hand.
So a 35 replaces that 28 strategy coming into play. She's now got that right trick on lockdown.
Needs something big on that left rotation.
So here's Christy Pryor. Has a 16 on the left, obviously wants to replace that and needs a trick on the right as well.
Frontside 720 off the toes and an uninvited knuckle right there. Coming up way too quick. So Christy Pryor obviously going to throw that one away. Now, Brando, we got to talk format for a second because there's been so many changes this year.
Yeah.
Especially with this women's field dropping. Usually we saw in the men's field 25-minute jam format. It's only 20 minutes this time.
True.
2 runs added together, and that left and right, that new rule change where you have to spin once left, once right, it's really helping out some of the more technically gifted riders.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, Jamie Anderson getting bumped out of 1st place by the 16-year-old. Can she take it back?
Cab 9 double cleans it up. In my opinion, that's going to take it back. Wow.
She's trailing Iwabuchi by 8 points. Does she make up the ground here?
I mean, she has to. We saw her try this one jump ago. She landed extremely backseat heavy. She put her hand down. We know that Jamie Anderson could clean it up, and she does that right here.
Look at the grab all the way through. Picture perfect.
I almost thought she was going to land on her fingertips there for a second. She was holding it so long.
A 38. We have a new leader, Jamie Anderson, taking back the top spot. Mama approves. So here's Anna Gasser, currently in that bronze medal position. She just dropped her our jaws on the last trick attempt. What she got here as we reach the 8.5-minute mark.
So this right there was a warm-up.
Yeah.
Anna Gasser dropped that cab 10 double cork. That got a score of 47. Massive.
Right.
Now she needs something spinning to the left. She's a regular footed rider, so she takes off with her front foot forward. That's just a front side 540. We know that she can do a front side double 9.
Yeah.
That's what she wants. She wants to add another flip onto that.
Yeah, a 21 there, so that'll obviously bump up her score. Even if you're not a math person, basically a 25 even would give her the overall lead. So she has put herself in a terrific position, and here is our silver medal position, Layla Iwabuchi.
She has been a surgeon out here. She has not fallen on any of her jumps. 5 for 5. Or pardon me, 4 for 4 there. Front side 7, back side 7. Back 10 double, and then a front side 720 again. Her first front side 720, she let go of the grab, pardon me, very, very early, hanging on to it a little bit longer there. Much cleaner landing.
We knew she had the talent, but it's just amazing as she takes back the lead, Craig, how strategic she has been thus far. Wow.
In a tiebreak situation, the rider's highest total one jump score would break it. So right now, Jamie Anderson and Layla Iwabuchi are sitting with 71s, but Iwabuchi's one jump total is a little bit higher than Jamie Anderson's.
So Celia Norendal just outside of podium position right now. What can she do to crash that top 3?
So she got that cab 9. She cleaned it up. She's landed 2 of them. Her most recent one was much cleaner, got a higher score. She needs to spin to the right this time. Or pardon me, to the left there. Front side 720. She does that. That will add to her total. As we said again, 2 jumps are scored, and your 2 highest scores are added together, but you got to spin once to the right, once to the left. Celia Norendal adding that left rotation.
Again, Gasser sitting in that bronze medal position right now with a total of 68.
Looking at that front side 720 there, Brando. Definitely some things she can clean up, but she'll have another jump. 6 minutes and 13 seconds left of this 20-minute jam format.
Ups her score, but not the standings. 4th place is where she stays. Christy Pryor just trying to put a run down at this point as we hit the 6-minute mark, excuse me, pressure on Christy's shoulders.
Front side 720. What's interesting about this one, she puts it down, she takes off on her toe side edge and then spins front side. We haven't seen any of the competitors do this yet so far, but she fell in that last time. Didn't want to fall in that the same way, so she goes much faster. Letting go of the grab very, very early, but staying on her feet.
And again, it's a 20-minute session, only 5 competitors in this field. You have to think collectively they know they might get one more attempt than they would otherwise.
It's the golden girl, Brando.
Jamie Anderson, owner of 14 X Games medals, trying to add to her collection and become the most decorated female in X Games history.
Ooh, frontside 1080. Now she opened up this jam format with that trick. What she's doing here, folks, is trying to clean it up. There was definitely some things that the judges saw. She kind of let go of the grab. She put her hand down on the landing. Here she wants to execute it perfectly.
Julia Marino was our bronze medalist last year. For a report on why she's not here, let's head down to Corbin.
Yeah, how you doing, guys? Julia Marino, she spoke to Hayley Langland before, and Hayley was on text with her, and she said it's as simple as this, really. She just wasn't feeling that well. So that's it, guys. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Corbin.
Thank you very much, Corbin. But something insane just happened.
Anna Gasser has a way of just surprising us time and time again, Brando.
Take another look at this.
Front side. That's more front side double underflip. Very stylish, though. Watch the way she pokes that front foot.
Oh, it's pretty. Open up the textbook, look up that trick. This is what you'll see.
Cab 10 double. That's her first score. Now this will add to that front side double 9. She's ecstatic. That's the first time
what
she's
a
ever
claim,
landed
by
that.
the way.
Absolutely.
A 39, and you guessed it, that puts Gasser into a commanding lead with an 86 overall. Craig, your thoughts?
I don't know what Layla Iwabuchi's gonna do now. 4 for 4.
4 for 4. She's been a boss all day. She's in silver medal position. What can she do here?
I'm thinking something. 1. Boom! Backside 1080. Now, at this point, it's tough for Layla because backside 1080 is probably her best jump. That's
right.
the thing that's going to score the highest. She doesn't really have a backup score, and she's already landed that trick perfectly.
Absolutely.
So when you get Gasser and Anderson dropping 2 hammers and you've got 1 hammer, it's really hard to battle with it.
Just an amazing story, regardless.
True.
A 16-year-old, 4'11", in her first X Games, putting it down to being in silver medal position, trying to strategize on how she takes over the top spot. Come on. So 2nd place is where Layla stays. And we move on to Celia Norendal as we inch closer to that 2.5-minute mark. She's sitting in 4th place, trying to replace that 20 off the left side.
Frontside 720 was what got her that 20, but she didn't do it very well. She can do it much better. Frontside 900, though. That's much better than a frontside 720. We saw Gasser do a frontside 9, but she goes off kilter twice. Celia Norendal staying upright for this frontside 900.
Only thing is she's not able to get the grab there, Craig.
That is correct. But the progression we've seen here today, and I know we have just used that word time and time again, but it's the only word to describe this big air. This jam format is so conducive to these women putting down tricks we have never seen before.
A 62, so she increases her score, but she's not able to bump Jamie as we're under 2 minutes now. Christy Pryor sitting in 5th, has that 25 off the right and a 16 off the left.
Backside 540, getting a little drifty. And what I mean by drifty is when the rider takes off, you initiate your rotation and you sort of drift that way. Let's say if you're spinning to the left, you'll start drifting to the left. So here, Christy Pryor's spinning to the right, and she starts drifting right to our camera jib there, almost giving a little tap.
So your definition of drifting is the actual definition of drifting?
Yeah, so
okay.
Good. No Tokyo, though.
I don't know what that was.
I'm fighting it.
You're a gamer. Christy Pryor sits in 5th, and that's where she shall stay. Jamie Anderson was leading this thing, it felt like just seconds ago, but she's in that bronze medal position, sitting in 71. That's 71. What can she do here, Craig?
That frontside 1080, she's got to clean it up. Get going, Jamie. Yes, almost. Maybe I spoke too soon. Landed much better. She got the rotation, but she almost over-rotated it. She knows she can do a frontside 1080 much better, but let's take a look at it here. Looking great in the air. This is a new one for Jamie Anderson. 3 full rotations, trying to hold that grab the whole time. The run previous to this, she's somewhat under-rotated here. Look at her land perfectly flat base and then go to her heels. The judges want to see you land flat base and ride straight out. They don't want to see you kind of stop or speed check, as we like to call it. That's a great look. See how she starts to rotate and rock onto the heel edge there? That's almost considered a fall.
And the clock has expired, Craig.
Well, what does that mean, Brando?
Anna Gasser may get one more shot at this, but I think we can safely say that everyone's got in the same amount of runs. Once Anna goes down, this may be it. This is a victory lap for Anna Gasser.
Wow. What a story for Anna Gasser. Yesterday, slopestyle favorite, doesn't do the event because she simply can't make the jumps. So she has to pull out. People are talking. A lot of pressure on Gasser. Then what does she do here, Brando? She comes in and gets the gold. Wow.
Her first X Games Big Air gold medal. What a day for Anna Gasser. She came in with high expectations. It's someone we expected to be there on the podium, and she makes good on that potential. Let's head down to Corbin, who's with our newly minted gold medalist.
Thank you very much, guys. Anna Gasser, 2017, you won the ESPY Trans World Awards and every other contest, not X Games. Now you have it. What is going on inside of that head of yours?
I'm so happy, especially because I couldn't ride slopestyle yesterday, so that was such a treat to ride today.
How satisfying is it being with these girls, the progression of snowboarding here?
Yeah, it's so inspiring. We saw so many 1080s that has never happened before, and I'm just thankful to be a part of it.
Well, how are you going to celebrate tonight?
I don't know yet, but we're for sure gonna go somewhere.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations again, Anna Gasser.
Thank you.
Well, Craig, I'd love to know where her crew's going because so much hype, so much expectation, and she makes good on it. The 47 off the right, the 39 off the left, a commanding win with an 86 overall.
Amazing. Jamie Anderson also becomes the most winningest woman in X Games history with 15 total medals.
Yeah, incredible. And let's not forget about Layla Iwabuchi, the X Games rookie, just 16 years old, earning a silver medal in her Big Air debut. Are you kidding me? But today belongs to Anna Gasser as she earns her very first Big Air gold medal. So much going down here at day 3. We'll be right back after this message and a word from our ABC stations.